So how did that feel? Interesting, probably. For the next couple of days, I would like you to repeat this until you feel that things are repeating, that you're more empty, that your subconscious is more empty, that there's not so much lurking around that is bothering you somewhere in the back of your head. Literally, get it out. Continue, add it to your protocol for a couple of days. I do it whenever I feel I'm bothered. When I notice that I get more easily irritable, or that things annoy me, or I can sleep. And then I sit down, offload, 1 day, 2, 3, 5, whatever it takes, and then I'm done for a couple of weeks or months, and feel relaxed again. So why does it help us, and what does it do? There's a Dr. Gabor Mate from Canada, and he talks a lot about the things that happen very early in our life. And he says we have 2 core instincts that help us, that are necessary for our survival as fresh humans, as babies. It's our instinct for, and our need for attachment, and it's our need for authenticity. Why is that? If we cannot feel attachment or create the need the feeling of attachment towards ourselves in someone else, probably no one will feed us. So, or do all of the other things like clean us and give us love and all the things we need to survive as a human. So we need that need for attachment just for survival. But in order to show someone else what we need, what it is that we need from the person we're attached to, is an authentic expression. Without words, without being able to text someone to say that you need some pizza, you will just scream. You will just authentically express that you need to be taken care of in some way. But the people around us, no matter how much they love us, they will have their own lives. They will have their own things to deal with. So our authentic expression isn't always super welcome. So we start finding ways around our authentic expression. We try to hide it so not to lose the attachment, because the attachment is the most vital element for our survival. And this we start building into our Lego structure, into our subconscious, as memes of how to deal with the world and the people around us. This is why when you do offloading, this is the first time you probably have the freedom, the room, the space to be truly authentic. And this is why it's so powerful. Okay, so please continue doing that for a couple of days until you feel more relieved, until things start repeating, and then you can let go. Okay, let's turn to a new thing. We want to talk about the alignment, right? So we need to also talk about where we want to go with this. So we talk about the future. And it doesn't get more comfortable, I'm sorry, but because we will, today, you will sit down and imagine what happens around your death. You will imagine, for example, what the general public says. Is there something in the New York Times, or is there something in the paper of your village, or is there nothing? And if there is something, who writes it and what do they say? Also your funeral. Who's at your funeral? How do they treat each other? Watch it. Make it vivid. Make it present. What do they say? Write it in present tense, as if you were there, as if you were observing this, your own funeral. Look at them. See whether they're sad or whether they're happy and why they're happy, and write it all down in present tense. And if you want to, you can do this in an offloading way and destroy it afterwards if you feel better about this. But if you might want to share it later or reread it because it's interesting, don't destroy it, obviously. Okay, with that, I'll see you tomorrow.